Hey guys, happy almost Friday. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that the week is almost done. I'm so thrilled for that, by the way. So anyways, this is going to be a little bit different kind of video, and I wanted to come on because I had multiple requests after explaining that I had had microblading done on my eyebrows. People wanted to know all about it. They wanted me to show the results. They're not fully healed, so I'll start by saying that I'm about a little over a week out since I had them done. I do have a little bit of swelling here on this eye lid. It's still a little puffy, so that will go away with time. But overall, I am really pleased with how they turned out. I'm a really picky person, and I was really leery going into it, not knowing exactly what to expect, because you just never know. And for those of you out there that don't know what microblading is, it is actually tattooing of the eyebrows. And I've always been really super self-conscious of my eyebrows. I've never really liked my eyebrows, especially as I've gotten older, because they've gotten thinner, and because my hair is so dark, it's too much of a contrast. And so I would try to, of course, put makeup on them and finish them that way, but that is a lot of work. I've learned, especially through this quarantine, is that I like less makeup. So here I am. This is no makeup. This is a little over a week out. It takes generally around 2 weeks, she said, for it to be fully healed. And so I think I'm well on my way. Almost all of the scabbing that occurs over it initially is gone. And I've noticed as each day passes that as it's healing, like the color kind of goes away as that layer kind of goes, but then it kind of gets darker and more vibrant as each day has gone on. And sorry for the glare, it's hard to kind of see with the glare in here because I have overhead lighting. But there are a couple of spots where I will want to get them touched up. So I'll go back in a couple of weeks, because I can see up in here where there's, it's very hard to get it perfect, especially because there's hair in there. So you don't know, depending on where your hair's laying at the time, or I noticed that I've lost a few eyebrow hairs as each the layer has shed, because, well, it's traumatizing to that area. If anybody's ever had a tattoo out there, you will know that it is traumatizing to whatever area you are having done. And so because it's just a thin layer of skin over bone on this area, it is traumatizing to it. So I've been dealing with, I've had headaches across my eyes and through my temples, and actually a little achiness down the side of my jaw. And on this side, I actually noticed that I have formed a little bump right behind my jawline below my ear. And I actually reached out to my doctor because I was like freaking out. I'm like, oh my God, what did I do? And he said, that's actually for what I just had done. It's where my lymph nodes are, and that's quite common when you have an injury or an area has been traumatized, such as an open wound like tattooing, that it would be quite common that would happen. So I'm trying not to freak out a whole lot about that and give it time to kind of heal. So I can feel as each day has passed since doing it that it's healing, because it feels a little achy, and I can kind of feel the changes. And even when I'm carefully dabbing and dry at night, in the morning and at night when I wash them, they're still sensitive to the touch across that area. So, but all in all, I am very happy with them. It's one of those things that, while I'm in pandemic and I'm not having to be face-to-face with people, this is totally the time to do it. And I figured if I absolutely hated how they turned out, I can just cut my bangs and cover them again. Worst case scenario. But I am really pleased with them. Like I said, this eye is a little bit swollen still, so you can see that there's a little puffiness there. This eye seems to be, there was actually more hair on this side. So what I've noticed is I think she spent more time on this side when she was actually tattooing it. But the whole process actually took about, oh gosh, boy, that glare is awful. The whole process actually took about 3 hours from start to finish. the biggest part of it is mapping and making sure that things are, you know, done so that it's symmetrical, because our faces, as I've learned, are not symmetrical at all. Like, there are differences from one side of your face to the other. So that's also why they always say that they're like sisters but not identical, is how I'm shedding hair. That our eyebrows are like sisters, but, you know, fraternal twins, or I don't know, there's something to that people joke around about that, because most people's eyebrows aren't exact from one side to the other. And I actually think that the more I've now noticed, I start looking and really looking at everybody's eyebrows, that I'm like, okay, so we're all not symmetrical. But it's something that bothers me. It's something that I think about, I worry about, and I don't know. So wanted to address it, get it fixed. The process was, it was kind of intense, because even though you numb the area, it's still a very sensitive area. And yeah, there were moments where I felt like, holy cow, this is like super intense, but luckily it didn't take all that long when she did it. So the actual tattooing doesn't take very long. It's the mapping and getting everything right prior to doing the permanent tattooing on your face. And length of time, like that was a question I got a lot, was if they will last up to 3 years, but as you know, like 6 months out, a year out, and I can get them touched up to kind of keep them up, and then that way it's only touch-ups versus having them completely done again. And I will definitely do that. So I'll go in for a touch-up probably in the next week or so. She said right around the 2-week-ish mark that we'd want to do any filling in. And like, definitely I can see a couple spots where I'm going to need, yeah, I can find exactly where they need a little touch up. And that's exactly what she kind of expected. But overall, I'm quite happy with them. I think, you know, there's no makeup on it. This is plain, I know, it's not the greatest look. And I kind of actually miss wearing a little bit of eye makeup. But while they heal, I'm not supposed to put anything on them, like nothing. And the better you care for them while they heal, the more chance that they're going to actually last longer. And that's exactly what I want to have happen. I want to, you know, make sure that I'm doing everything that I can to make sure that I allow them to heal properly and that they're as vibrant as I can get them, but I still kept them natural. I didn't want like crazy thick brows that were over styled looking, that sort of thing. So hopefully this gives you an idea of how they look. I'm very pleased with them. I'm actually really happy, and my hair just keeps growing and growing and growing. I keep thinking I want to cut it, and then I change my mind, so I don't know. This is just the time where I feel like I want to have some sort of control over my life, and I guess changing my appearance is the only way that I kind of have a bit of control, if that makes sense. But yeah, I don't know. But this is it, guys. Hopefully you guys, the glare makes it hard to kind of see them properly. It's kind of weird. But after this swelling goes down a little bit more on this side and it's fully healed, I think that they're gonna look really great. So I'm really pleased with them so far. Yeah, so that's kind of where we're at with them. So hopefully you guys enjoyed hearing about my experience. But I do encourage anybody that really wants to have something like this done to go ahead and do it. You know, I'm a fan of doing things that make you happy. You know, life is short. It's great to, you know, do the things that make us happy, and it's important to be happy, especially during a pandemic. And there's so many crazy things going on out there that, you know, the small little things that make us happy with ourselves is, I don't know, I encourage it. But I am actually dressed up. I have clothes on because I have an appointment this afternoon, so I will be going to that. I will come back on and hopefully do a video sharing my little Monroe in her little the onesie that I had made for her. It's so cute. It's so basic and it's so simple, but I love it. It's cute. I'm looking down here because that's where she's at. But yeah, so I want to come back and do that video so you guys can see that. God, the lighting is awful in here. So, this is why I don't like to share my face in this room, because the lighting in here is just god awful and I just literally can't even, Anyways, so there, I'm going to leave it there, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed hearing about my microblading experience. I've had people reach out and ask questions, so I always find it easier just to answer them and kind of chat about it in a video so you guys can kind of, you know, have it explained to you. It's just easier than messaging back and forth several times with people. So there you go. So here it is. That's the almost final product. Once I get them touched up and they're fully healed, I will share with you guys again. I do have all like my succession photos of before, right after they were done, and each day as they were healing, so that way I could also see them heal in the process of the whole thing. So I thought that was really cool just to have to document for myself. So yeah. So anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed. Monroe and I will be back a little bit later, maybe today. If not today, definitely tomorrow. So I hope you're enjoying your week so far. The weekend's right around the corner. Hallelujah. So have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you soon, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.